Hey man, I'm Jusko from ProudMoney.com. Capital One has changed out the terms and conditions on their consumer credit cards online to reflect the following of a new law that is set to take effect next week, but this law is being fought over in the courts. So Capital One is the first of the major banks to actually follow it. And that is the late fee law set up by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that said credit card companies, at least the biggest ones, cannot charge late fees of over $8. So when you look at Capital One's terms and conditions, you can see that late payments now are shown as a fee of up to $8. Now, none of the other major banks have done this yet. And of course, the reason other banks haven't followed suit so far is that first off, there's still another week before they have to. And if the idea is that you're going to have to charge less of a fee versus a higher fee, well, then you're probably going to drag your feet for as long as possible. But the secondary piece here is that this law is being fought in court, and it is possible it could be halted this week before it is actually implemented and put into law. Without going too far into the legalities, since I'm not a lawyer myself anyway, the American Bankers Association, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and some other plaintiffs sued the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and through various wranglings, it is now at a situation where a judge in Texas has until this Friday to make a ruling as to whether this law is going to be halted or not. Now, halted doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to go away permanently. It could just be a temporary halt while it continues to be appealed and the final decision comes whenever the final decision might come. But obviously the credit card companies would like it to take as long as possible so they don't have to actually implement the new law. But this is something that it feels like is going to take a while before they actually come to the final decision. So it's interesting that Capital One has decided to go ahead and implement the new rules while the other credit card companies have not. As far as Capital One is concerned, that $8 late fee cap right now is only for consumer cards, not for small business cards. And my understanding of the law is that it is not intended for the small business customers. So that is how it would stand. And of course, as far as Capital One's concerned, how hard is it to change out the terms and conditions and charge a higher late fee? Not very difficult, probably. Anyway, the Capital One CEO in either an interview or an earnings call recently said that if the late payment $8 cap stands, that's going to hurt their profit. But he essentially said, well, over the next couple of years, we're going to figure out how to make up for that lost revenue. And one of the criticisms about this new law has been that all you're really doing is just changing where the money comes from. So you cap the late payments, and that means interest rates probably go up on credit cards. It means other fees may go up or be implemented, or people that maybe don't have a credit history or have a lower credit score might have a harder time getting credit because the credit card companies would be less likely to take a chance on them if they don't think they can make up for some of the riskiness of those people by charging them some of these fees. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But that's what's going on at the moment. Questions, comments? Put them in that comment section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching. And as always, please go to ProudMoney.com where we do credit card reviews. We talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. If you're not going to go to the website or leave a comment, there is another video you're going to want to watch, and it's right there.